Hello guys, we continue our testing lectures and today we will speak about so-called Selenium-based testing frameworks and non-Selenium-based frameworks. Okay, let's start. In software testing, automation frameworks can be divided into two large categories, so-called Selenium-based frameworks and non-Selenium-based frameworks. While both groups aim to automate browser actions, they have different architectures, strengths and use cases. So let's break down the differences. Okay, Selenium-based frameworks, for example WebDriver.io, Nightwatch.js, etc. So in general, Selenium is the oldest and most widely adopted web automation tool. Most frameworks built around Selenium follow the same principles. So key features of Selenium. It works across almost all browsers, such as Chrome, Firefox, Safari and others. It has huge ecosystem, Selenium Grid, Appium, many bindings in Java, Python, strong community and long-term industry adoption, of course. And of course it is very flexible, but sometimes slower due to WebDriver protocol. Here we mean communication between test code and browser. And if we speak about typical use cases, we should know the following. We use Selenium when we have enterprise testing where multiple browsers and platforms must be covered, large legacy test suites, and integration with existing QA infrastructure. Let's proceed a bit. And now let's speak about so-called non-Selenium-based frameworks such as Playwright, Cypress, Puppeteer, and others. So in the last few years, new frameworks appeared that don't rely on Selenium's WebDriver protocol. The most popular are Playwright, Cypress, and Puppeteer. So what are the key features of them? What are the key differences? Direct communication with the browser, faster and more reliable. Better support for modern web features, such as single-page apps, shadow DOM, iframes, intercepting network requests and others. Built-in waiting mechanisms, which lead to less flaky tests. And of course strong developer experience, great documentation, debugging tools, visual reporters, videos in the reporters and so on and so far. So what about framework-specific notes? Playwright is the most popular framework nowadays, so it works with multiple browsers such as Chromium, Firefox, WebKit. It supports multiple tabs, devices, and even video recording. If we speak about Cypress, it is very developer-friendly, especially for front-end teams. Limited browser support, but excellent for fast feedback. And Puppeteer, maintained by Google, mostly focused on Chrome, Chromium automation, and it is great for scraping and performance testing. So here we can see the major difference between Selenium frameworks and non-Selenium. So Selenium's architecture includes a client-server model, which can introduce overhead and slow down test execution. This is particularly evident in large test suites, where the communication between the client and the browser can become a bottleneck, leading to longer load times. In contrast, non-Selenium frameworks such as Playwright and Cypress are designed for speed. They execute tests directly in the browser without the need for separate server, which results in quicker execution times and more efficient resource utilization during tests. So, as you have already understood, Playwright is the most popular non-Selenium-based framework nowadays. So that is why we will start automation lectures from it. And we are starting from overview of Playwright. Multi-browser support. Playwright is designed to automate testing across various browsers, including Chromium, Firefox and WebKit. This multi-browser support allows developers to ensure consistency in their applications regardless of the environment. Very important. The next very important thing is auto-waiting feature. The auto-waiting feature in Playwright allows it to wait for elements to be ready before interactions. which minimizes flakiness in tests and enhances reliability. So Playwright waits for elements to be ready, to be visible, to be enabled on the page. In comparison with Selenium-based frameworks, where we need to use explicit and implicit waits there to wait for different elements on the page. Very important. And this feature makes Playwright very popular because we partially solve the problem of flaky tests with the help of this auto-waiting feature of elements. And one more, code generation from user actions. Playwright provides code generation capabilities that allow users to record their interactions and generate corresponding test scripts automatically. This feature simplifies the testing process and accelerates development time. So Playwright has code gen feature, which helps users to record and to write tests automatically. We will watch all this in our next lectures. And conclusion. So Selenium-based frameworks are still relevant where maximum browser coverage and enterprise support are required. Non-Selenium frameworks are the modern choice for speed, stability, and developer productivity. Of course, the best approach depends on your project needs. For many new teams, Playwright or Cypress may be more effective, while Selenium remains a must-have for enterprise-scale test automation. So in brief, guys, today we have both Selenium-based frameworks such as WebDriver.io and Nightwatch.js and others, and so-called non-Selenium-based frameworks such as Playwright, Cypress, and Puppeteer. And Playwright is the most popular nowadays, so we will start speaking about it in our further lectures. Thanks for watching and see you in next videos.